Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing great. So let's see today's LeetCode daily challenge problem, which is path with maximum probability. So guys, it's a graph problem. So I would highly suggest if you are not aware of graph, then you can maybe skip this problem because you might not able to understand it. But if you really wanted to, so you can give it a try. But yeah, it's a graph problem. So let's see what the problem is. You are given an undirected weighted graph of n nodes, zero indexed. Okay, represented by an edge list where edges of I is equal to a particular edge. This is an undirected edge connecting the nodes A and B with a probability of success of traversing that edge as the that edge index will give you the probability in the success probability A. Given two nodes, start and end, find the path with the maximum probability of success to go from start to end and return its success probability. If there is no path from start to end, we have to return 0. Your answer will be accepted if differs from the correct answer by at most this. Okay. So guys, see, basically what they are asking us to do in the problem, that we are given a graph. Okay, a graph is given to us and some probability is given. So how this graph is given to us? Let's see that first. So if we see here in the problem, we are given this edges list, right? It's a 2D list. So this represents one edge, this represents one edge, and this represents one edge. Okay. So if we see, we are given 0, 1, then we are given um 1, 2, and 0, 2. 1, 2, and 0, 2. So this is an undirected edge. Okay, undirected edge. What does that mean? It means that there is an edge from 0 to 1 like this, and there is another edge from 1 to 0, that is this way also. So it's like there is no particular direction, you can go both the ways. Okay, that is what you mean by undirected edge. Okay, so if you see here, these are the edges which are given to us. So this means that there is an edge from 0 and 1, between 0 and 1, then there is an edge between 1 and 2, and then there is an edge between 0 and 2. Okay, and if you see what else is given, we have given the success probability, which is this one. So this success probability array means that 0 0.5, 0 0.5, 0 0.2. If this is your I, right? So whatever is at this I index in success probability, that will be your probability to traverse this edge. So probability to traverse 0 edge between 0 and 1 is 0.5. Then uh, probability of traversing the edge from 1 between 1 and 2 is 0.5, and probability of traversing the edge between 0 and 2, this one, is 0.2. Okay, so this is what they are telling us in this question, and we are given the start vertex and the end vertex. So start is given as 0 and end is given as 2. So we have to traverse from start to end, and we have to tell what will be the maximum probability which we'll have in this case. Okay. If we are not able to go from start to end, then we have to return 0. Okay. So if you see here in this test case, there are two possibilities of going from 0 to 2. From 0 to 2, there are two possibilities. One possibility is that you can go from 0 to 1, and then you can go from 1 to 2. Okay. If you go from 0 to 1 and then you go from 1 to 2. So in that case, 0 to 1 is how much probability? It is 0.5. And from 1 and 2, how much is the probability? 0.5. So this will give you 0.25 probability. But if you, another way going from 0 to 2 is directly going from 0 to 2, which will give you 0.2 probability. So which is greater? Obviously this is greater, right, from this one. So the output will be 0.25 because we have to return the maximum probability. Okay. If you see some other test cases, let's say you have this test case. So here you will have 0.5, 0.5. So this will become 0.25. And here directly from 0 to 2, it's 0.3. So our answer will be 0.3 because that is greater. And if you see this test case, here start is 0 and end is 2. But they are not connected, right? So 0 is not connected with 2 in any way. So the probability will be 0. Okay, there is no path. So I hope you clearly understood what the problem is. It's very important, guys, to understand the problem first and then proceed with the approach part. So let's now see how we can approach this problem. Okay, I will be just removing these things here so as to make it a bit clear. Okay, I will write the probability here. So here will be 0.5, 0.5 and 0.2. Okay, guys. So first step, guys, whenever you encounter any graph problem, right, you have to first think that what you have to do, what we have to do, what should be the output. So output is the maximum probability, right? Maximum probability. Maximum probability. How we can get? We have to get a path from the start to end, right? From start to end. That is, from start to end, we need to know the maximum probability. All right. Okay, so this is like basically sort of we have to find the you can say the maximum path or maximum distance between starting vertex to end vertex, right? Maximum distance between, but just in the case here, distance is the probability. Okay, just this is the difference. So maximum distance between start and end, right? And whenever something like this is there, right, you can think of which algorithm? You can think of Dijkstra's algorithm. Okay, because Dijkstra algorithm is what? We have to find the minimum distance, okay, or maximum distance from start to end. From start to end. So here we will be using Dijkstra algorithm. That is one thing which is clear. Okay. Alright. So one thing we understood that okay, we will be applying Dijkstra algorithm because here we have to find the path or the maximum probability from start to end. Okay. Now, whenever you encounter a graph problem, right, first thing is okay, you have understood that which algorithm you will be using and all. Second thing is to create the adjacency matrix or adjacency list. Okay, adjacency matrix or adjacency list. Okay, so that we will be able to traverse the matrix. Now, since guys, this is a undirected, right? Like you can make matrix also, you can make list also. So I will be making here adjacency list. Okay. So what adjacency, since this is an undirected graph, right? This is an undirected graph. This is undirected, right? So when I say between edge between 0 and 1, so it means it will go from 0 to 1 and it will go from 1 to 0. Okay, since it's undirected. So let's create the adjacency list first. Okay. Then basically we will dry run Dijkstra algorithm so that you are able to understand how Dijkstra algorithm is working. And after that we will see the code. Okay. So first of all, I will create the adjacency list. So adjacency list will be, we will go to this edges one by one. Okay. We will traverse this array which is given in the problem. So let's name the adjacency list as M. So here adjacency list will be an unordered map. Okay, it will be an unordered map. Okay, where this will be your, here it will be an integer and here it will be a pair. The value will be a pair of so see what we will be storing. 0 is the integer and this is the key basically, and its value will be what? Its value will be a pair of, it will be pair of basically it will be a list of pairs. Okay, since 0 can have multiple edges, right? So it a list of pairs, and first pair will be the destination vertex which is integer, comma the probability which will be double. Okay, so it will be something like just let me write it a bit clean, in a clean way. Okay, so we will have key and we will have value. Okay. Key is the source vertex. Source. Value will be a list of pairs. And in pair, what data types we will have? It will be integer, comma, double. Now, this integer is the destination vertex and this double is the probability. So how? See, source is what? Like 0 is the source and there will be this list of a pair, and in the pair value will be destination, which is 1, comma, the probability, which is 0.5. Okay. So this specifies that there is an edge from 0 to 1 with a probability 0.5. Okay. If you see the code, I'll show in the code also 1 second quickly. So in the code also, if you see, we have created a vector. So this is a map in which key is integer and then a vector, basically list or array list or whatever you want to take in C++ is vector of pair of integer double. Okay, so this is your adjacency list. And since we have this undirected, right? So one also, when we are making an entry for this edge, right? We will make one for 0 and one we will make for 1 also, because we can go from 0 to 1 and we can go from 1 to 0. So here it will be 0 is the destination and probability is 0.5. Okay, this edge is done. Now let's go to the next edge, which is 1 and 2. So in 1 you will be adding 2 comma, the destination is 2 and the probability is 0.5. And then in 2 also you will be adding 1 comma 0.5 is the probability. Okay, then this is done. Now we go to the next edge. So it's 0. So here 2 is the source and 0.2 is the probability. And then in 2 we will go and we will write 0 is the destination and 0.2 is the probability. Okay, so this is the map. Guys, this is the map, adjacency list basically, or unordered map which we have created. This is the key. These are the keys and these are the values. Okay, so I hope you understood this one, this part. Now we will start with the Dijkstra's algorithm. Okay, so let's understand first that what Dijkstra algorithm. Dijkstra's, just ignore the spelling if I'm writing it wrong. I don't know, but yeah, Dijkstra's algorithm. Okay. So how Dijkstra algorithm work? Let's understand that first. Okay. So in Dijkstra algorithm, right? First of all, our main purpose, Dijkstra algorithm does what? It has a distance vector, right? Which stores the distance basically of every vertex from the start vertex. So if your start vertex is 0, right? So this will be storing the distance of, or here it is the probability, right? Whenever I'm saying distance, right, in the question, it means the probability. Okay. So here distance between this 0 starting vertex and this current vertex, which is 0 itself. Okay. If I say here, it will be distance between 0, which is the start vertex, and 1. Here distance between 0 and the start vertex, which is 2. Okay. And here distance is what? Probability in this problem. So this is what basically Dijkstra algorithm we do is we keep a distance vector which will keep the track of the distances from the start vertex. We will keep a vector which is visited, which will tell us that okay, we have already traversed this vertex and no need to traverse it again. Because if we do not keep this visited, right, we will be keep on traversing again and again, and it will be an infinite loop. Okay, it will become an infinite loop. So we have to keep this visited array. So the crust of Dijkstra algorithm is that in Dijkstra algorithm, right, we one by one get the maximum. So you can say we get the, since we have to find the maximum probability here, right, we have to find the maximum probability. So what we will do is one by one we will find out the what is the max probability, Okay, right now. So, and then once we got that, we will see now which is the path which is more like, basically we will be traversing. So what Dijkstra algorithm does is we consider one by one every vertex, and we find out, okay, this could be the maximum probability of this to for this vertex to reach. Like, in order to reach this vertex, what can be the maximum probability? So one by one we check from every vertex. Okay, let's dry run this. You will better understand once we dry run. Okay, um, let me just start the dry run. Okay. So see, this is my adjacency list, right? And here I have, and here I'll be creating my distance, which will be my distance vector or probability. And here will be the visited. Okay, this distance will be initially 0. This is for 0 vertex, the 1 and 2. And here this is 0, 1, 2. There are 3 vertices with 0, 1, 2, right? These vertices, and initially visited will be 0. Once we have visited the vertex, we will mark it as 1. Okay. Now, in order to get the maximum probability matrix vertex every time, right? Because we need to find the maximum probability path, right? So in order to get the maximum probability every time, we will be keeping a max heap in order to get the max probability. Okay, so let's start the traversal. Initially we have start as 0 and end vertex as 2. Okay, see, first step, what will be the first step? First of all, since we know the start is 0, right? In this max heap, we will be adding probability 1. Probability with the we will add a pair in this max heap, wherein the pair here is the probability and here is the vertex. So one, why we are taking initially one probability? Because probability to reach this 0 is what? Obviously we are initially at 0, right? So probability to reach the 0 is 1 only. It's always possible to reach 0, right? It's always possible to reach the start vertex because we are already at start vertex. So probability is 1, that is full probability, and initially vertex is 0. So this pair we will be adding initially in the heap, and we will start from this. Okay, we will start from this. So I will also do one thing. I can do one thing. I'll also copy this code, right? See, initially we have taken this max heap and we have added this initial here. I'll take this code so that you can also understand as we dry run. I'll just keep this code here. I'll just make it a big. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. So let's see. So first step is what? First of all, now we will start. We will traverse this until the heap. This Q is the heap, right? So Q until Q is empty. So first of all, we will pop whatever is in the heap. So we will get, obviously, since there is only one thing, so we will get this as A. Okay. And since A second, that is this 0 vertex is not visited yet. So we will continue and we will go to each adjacent vertices in this, which is connected to the 0 vertex. So M of A second. A second is what? 0. That is M of 0. This is your M. Okay. This is your M. So we will be going to each of the vertices here one by one, and we will see, okay, because if you remember, right, this was something like graph. Our graph was something like this. So from 0 we can either go to 1, that is this one, or from 0 either we can go to 2. So we will consider both the possibilities, and whichever has the maximum probability we will consider that. Okay, so we will basically update. So here, first of all, now here in the C, right, the C, that is C, we will get what? This 1 comma 0, right? This 1 comma 0 we will get. Okay, there where 1 is the vertex. Okay, and sorry, it's 0 0.5. 0 0.5. Alright. So since C dot first, that is one vertex is not visited, we will compare the distance. Now this is the main point, guys. We will see whether if we come from if we go to 1 from the 0, right, is that distance, that is that probability more, or the current probability of reaching this vertex 1 is more. That is, if you go from 0 to 1, is that probability more, or the current probability of 1 is more. So current probability of 1 is what? 0. Okay. And if you reach from 0 to 1, right, it will be what? It will be whatever is the current probability of this 0, right? Whatever is the current probability of 0, which is your here, you will see that A dot first, okay, 1, and C dot second. C dot second is the probability to reach this one, which is 0.5. So this becomes 0.5. So 0.5, is it greater than the current distance of C, which is 0? So yes, it's greater. So you will update this to be 0.5, and you will also push in the heap, right? This heap is now empty. In the heap, you will also push the current probability, which comes out to 0.5, and the vertex, which was C, which is 1. Okay, this is how you will do it. And also you will mark, see here, you will mark the visited, that we have already visited A dot second, which is 0. So you will mark 0 as visited. Alright. Now after that, let's move forward. We will go to, now again, for loop will run and we will encounter this one. So this will be the 2 comma 0.2. 2 comma 0.2. So here, if you see, visited of C, so 2 is not visited yet. Okay, we will find out the distance. So distance of 2, which is 0, right? This is 0. Is it less than the C dot second? C 0.2 into A dot first. A is what? 1, right? So 1, that is 0.2 is greater than, yes, right? So we will update. So here C dot first, right? So you will update here 0.2, and also yeah. So this is what you will do, and also you will push it in the here. So this will be 2. So guys, see, understand what we are doing basically here. We have current vertex as 0, and we are seeing how many possibilities are there to go to other vertices from this 0. Either we can go to 1 from this 0, or we can go to 2 from 0. If we go via 0 to 1, 0.5 is the probability, and if we go to 2 via 0, 0.2 is the probability. Okay, and now since we have traversed all the possibilities from 0, we mark 0 as visited. Okay, we mark 0 as visited. Now let's do again. So here we have, again we will see if the heap is empty, we will pop out the top, the maximum probability one. So 0.51 will get popped out, and this is A, your A. Okay, this will get popped out. Now let's see. We will see, first of all we will mark this 1 as visited. So this will get visited, and we will go to all of the adjacents. So here these two are the adjacents of 1. Now first of all you will get this 0 comma 0.5, but here 0 is already visited, right? It's already visited, so you will not traverse it again. So you will go to the next one, which is this 2 comma 0.5. Here you will see, okay, if distance of this 2, which is 0.2, is it less than C dot second, which is 0.5, multiplied by the current distance of the vertex, which is 0.5. This becomes 0.25 and 0.2. Yes, it's greater, right? So you will update this 0.2 to 0.25. What does this mean? It means that if you go from 0 to 2, right, it was giving you 0.2. But if you go via 0 to 1, and from 1 you go to 2, you get 0.25. Okay, So obviously that is greater, so this will be updated, right? So in this way you can again pop this out and try, because okay, and this is how it works. So this is how your Dijkstra algorithm work, and at last whatever is your end, right, that will have the maximum probability which you can reach from start to the end, which is 0.25 here. So I hope you understood how Dijkstra algorithm is working, right? I tried my best to dry run it. You can also dry run once, it will better understand. And let's quickly see the code. Mostly code we have already seen, right? So we are taken this map to create the adjacency list. We are adding here in the adjacency list. Okay, since it's an undirected graph, so first of all we will be adding like this, and again we will, for the other vertex also we will add. Then we will be taking distance vector and the visited. This is the max heap which we have taken, max heap. And initially we have added the start vertex with the probability as 1, because it's always able to, we are always able to reach the start. And then this is the actual code which is for the Dijkstra algorithm. Here basically we check that whether from the current vertex, right, is it more better to go to the current vertex, or the current vertex distance is already better. If from the vertex is better, we update it, we update the distance and we push it in the heap. And at last we return the dist of empty. So guys, I hope you understood the problem and the approach. If you found the video helpful, please like it. Let me know in the comments if you have any doubt. If you subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. Thank you.